Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Analyst. Luke here. I hope you're all well. Loads of videos yesterday, so I didn't do a reaction to the big news that came out yesterday. Was Maguire and the McTominay bid, which was around 60 million for both believed to be separate bids. Both rejected now, so we move on. Are we going to go back in? By all accounts, the Maguire one seems a bit closer than McTominay. All the pundits and people like that saying they expect McTominay to stay. You had that absolute tool, Danny Murphy, giving it, I think he's too good for West Ham. Absolute tool of geezer. How the geezer gets paid to give an opinion, I do not know. The Maguire one seems closer, apparently. Apparently, maybe a couple of million away. Listen, I'm not happy about it, but I'm not mad about it either. I understand people's logic that he has had some really bad times at Manchester United. Had a lot of goal involvements that have a lot of mistakes that have led to goals. He's a funny character as well. He seems very arrogant. He seems very self-aware of himself and self-entitled. There's loads of rumours that that he said that he thinks he wants a Champions League club and he's bigger than that. If you look at the Champions League clubs in the Premier League, Man City are not buying him. Arsenal are not buying him. Man United getting the Champions League. I can't remember, they finished third, didn't they? Man United don't want him. And Newcastle definitely won't want him. So none of them clubs are going to go in for him. We're in the next level down competition in the Europa League, which again, who's in that? Us, Liverpool and Brighton. Brighton won't want him. Liverpool definitely won't want him. And then after that, you've got Aston Villa that are in the Conference League. They won't want him either. So really, he hasn't got as many options as he thinks he's got. I know Tottenham were at one point looking at him as well. By all accounts today, though, he's had a change of heart and his heart's warming to the move, as they say. I don't know with this geezer. It's a big year for him. At the end of the day, he needs to play football to get in the Euros and he needs to be playing well. That's my only sort of incentive I look at with this deal, is that if he comes to West Ham, he can't sit and sulk and have this self-entitlement and feel that he's doing us a favour. He needs to come and be the best Harry Maguire he's ever been, like his Leicester days and when he plays for England, because otherwise he won't get in that England team. There are some really good centre-halves. Gareth Southgate has said it himself on TalkSport last week that Harry Maguire has to be playing or otherwise he won't get picked. So we'll wait and see with this deal. We'll wait and see. I personally would prefer that we went for someone like Jonathan Tah from Leverkusen or the young boy from Man City who was the captain of the under-21s. With McTominay, like I say, if the price gets, too much, 40 plus, then 35 plus I think is a bit much as well. Then we need to move on. We know that Fofana's out there. I don't know what the price is. Some people are saying 50, some people are saying 60. I don't know what the price is, but I personally prefer him. There's also the chance that the rumour today is that we may go back in for Conor Gallagher around the 40 mark. Don't think we'll get him out of Chelsea though, to be honest with you. I'd like him. I would like him. I think Alvarez, Paqueta and Conor Gallagher would be quite a good midfield. But I don't think we'll get him out of there. No doubt, I don't think this Ward-Prowse situation has ended yet. I reckon we'll go back in, maybe later in the window, depending on what happens with our targets, whether McTominay comes through, whether Gallagher comes through, this one, whatever. I still think there's some legs in that Ward-Prowse deal. The Zakaria deal will not happen now. He is going to sign for another club now. I believe it is Monaco. So Fofana possibly will leave, but maybe not West Ham. Another deal that I read about today was Kieran Tierney from Arsenal, the Arsenal left back. I'm a big fan of him. I like him, and I think that would be a fantastic signing for us if we were to pull that off. I don't think we will. I think, again, you're looking at quite a decent price for him. Scotland international. We need a left back because Cresswell, by all accounts, probably won't play for West Ham again. So yeah, if we were able to get Kieran Tierney out, I think that would be a really, really, really good signing. I'd be happy with that. Again, don't know the price. It's just some rumour that was out there this morning. Trying to think what else I've read this morning. Was there much else? No, like I say, most of it is about McTominay. Obviously, Alvarez is on his way over. I think he's in the country now, so he will be hopefully having his medical, doing all the paperwork and stuff, and hopefully we can get that signed. By Wednesday, perhaps Wednesday night, Thursday morning, so he can play or at least be part of the squad going into the Bournemouth game at the weekend. Yeah, that's about it for today, guys. If there's any other news that comes out, bids for players, at least we're starting to be a bit active now. Whether whether you want these players or not, whether you want Maguire, whether you want McTominay, Gallagher, whatever, at least we are starting to see West Ham moving a bit more now. Maybe we're deliberately lowballing. That is, the speculation as well. Are we deliberately lowballing because smoke and mirrors, or to annoy David Moyes so that he's forced to go for someone like an Alvarez, or Fofana, or these sort of younger options that Steedon's putting forward? The conspiracy theories could go mad in your head, wondering who's who, what's happening. But yeah, we're definitely active now, and I think West Ham will be quite busy in this week and the coming weeks to the end now. Yeah, we'll wait and see, guys. That's it for today. Like I say, any other news that comes out, I'll be back because I've got time. Anyway, guys, come on your irons. Keep believing. Keep your suggestions coming in for content for this coming season. Like I say, we've got player appraisals, which will be after the review, where we give players a grade, A, B, C, and see whether they reach their appraisal targets. Paul's shirt series, it looks like he's going to do that as well. I've got a couple of interviews lined up with a few people as well, some famous hammers. So keep your ideas coming in. There's been some great ideas so far. A little monthly review of the youth team as well. People have asked for that. So I'm starting to write these all down and sort of think of a little schedule we can put together, to give you the content that you guys want. Until next time, guys, come on your lines.